All right, let's bring in my Wednesday night panel. Liberal member for Casey, Aaron Violi, and One Nation National Executive member, Lee Hanson. My audience liked you, Lee. I'm pleased to say you're joining us as a panellist. Great to have you on the program. Hey, what about this news that Rio Tinto is not only backing the 82% renewables target, but wants more taxpayer funds to go into it, but also wants a carbon tax? This is their submission to the Productivity Commission. I somehow thought they, Lee, were a mining company, but they seem to have drunk the Kool-Aid here.
They have, Peter. I'm confused. Why? Why would Rio Tinto want a carbon tax? What is their motivation here? At the end of the day, what this means is taxpayer dollars that they are asking to offset their renewable projects. That is going to hit us taxpayers directly, take the money away from our much-needed housing, education, cost of living crisis. Instead, it's going to push up the prices of our consumers for these products as well, and exposits. So I question, what's their motivation? What are they trying to get out of this? It's going to hit us taxpayers hard, and ultimately, is the real motivational purpose here to push out small to medium businesses, hit them even harder, and their competitors, price them out of the market and shut them down.
And we also know too, if they get pushed back in Australia, if there's any issues in Australia, they shut up shop, we'll lose the jobs, and they'll just go and mine in Africa or somewhere overseas. I just think it's very interesting. I'm going to watch this productivity summit very closely. What about these plans, the taxpayer bailout for these troubled smelters? $135 million, Aaron. I get it, they need a lifeline. I don't want to see any of the smelters go under. We've got to make things in this country. We've got to keep our heavy industry, not just for jobs, but also given the security climate. We've got to be able to make steel and make frigates and make all the things to fight China if we have to. But why don't we fix the policies in the first place? Why are we always bailing out, using government money to bail out business because of government policy in the first place?
Oh, Peter, you're absolutely correct, and this is classic Albanese Labor government treating the symptoms and not the cause. And you are right, as you outlined, we need to protect these industries. They're crucial for jobs, for local economies, also crucial for our national security and supply chain sovereignty. But we need to understand why all of these smelters and refineries need this assistance, why they are uneconomical. Energy is a big part of that, and many other factors, international factors. It's why the Coalition have called for a Senate inquiry to put a real lens and a focus on what's happening, why it's happening, and what we need to change structurally to make sure that these smelters and refineries are economic and sustainable into the future, because these bailouts will help immediately, but they're not sustainable into the long term, particularly given the budget situation and the deficits that Jim Chalmers has overseen as far as the eye can see.
People will have heard me here many, many times talking about the Australian flag, and it just gets under my skin that we see the Prime Minister with 3 flags behind him. But he's now taken that overseas. He clearly packs them on the plane and off he goes. And we saw some imagery of him in China with 3 flags behind him. Now, I want to make the point, I think I've got some pictures for you. When President Xi came to Australia, when Tony Abbott was PM, there wasn't any other flag but the Australian flag to be seen. There is Xi in the Parliament. Look at all those Australian flags. There's me in the red. And when he walked down the corridors, yes, we had some Chinese flags, but we only had 1 Australian flag. I tell you what, Lee, Australians have had enough, haven't they?
You're right. You're spot on. It's becoming divisive. We have one flag. We are one country. We stand under one flag as united. It shouldn't be complicated. It creates further division. It does not connect people. It does not create harmony. He represents Australia, one flag, one Australia. It's not hard. It's not a complex issue. Why are we making it so?
And a memo to your boss too, Aaron Violi, because her first press conference for the Shadow Cabinet had 3 flags behind her. So I hope that doesn't happen. We see Susan Lee come back to Parliament next week. What about this story today? The deputy head of the tribunal that judges the legality of federal government decisions has revealed that she has campaigned and volunteered for the Teal, Kate Chaney, out of WA multiple times. She's also conceded to sending out a slew of tweets. A lot of them I can't even put to air. I mean, the language is filthy. She's attacking Conservatives. She called Scott Morrison an F-wit. She uses the word, no, not just the F-wit bit. And the Liberal Party is a bunch of misogynistic toe rags, according to this government official. That's for you, Aaron. What do you make of that?
Oh, sorry, Peter. It's pretty outrageous, these comments, and let's be clear that the government got rid of the AAT at a huge expense to taxpayers, so they could handpick new appointees for this new tribunal. And this is a person that they saw as a fit person. Says a lot about the judgment of the current government and the Attorney General at the time. These are outrageous comments, and for them to think that this person can be unbiased is just not appropriate. So we'll be watching with interest to see follow-ups. And I mean, there was comments where she said to her boss, I believe, that, these comments aren't surprising for me. I mean, really, if that's how you're going to speak publicly about a Prime Minister at any time, it's just completely inappropriate. It goes to the judgment and the lack of judgment of the ALP.
You're not wrong. I'll leave it there. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Aaron, and good luck for Parliament's return next week. Aaron, you have